If it ain't involving me and making my life worse, what the fuck should I give a fuck for?
I remember when I used to give a fuck about it though, but I thought I did. It was, man.
Good morning. What's up, King? What's up with it?
Chilling. So once I realized, I'm like,
can you hear everything?
Yeah, I can hear it. Hey, that's Brian, huh?
Unorganized.
Hey, that look like you brought Brian in?
You're not, because you're
man, what's going on?
That's the Brian I've been trying to get on the podcast. That's Brian, like, hey, I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. Yes, sir.
I'm ready.
Yes, sir.
Listen to the conversation. They already going. We just tapping in.
All right.
You know, a woman starts with herself first. You know, when I went to the penitentiary, my baby mama, she tell me, "You left me out here. Now I gotta do. You gotta worry about these kids right now. Why I'm in here, but at the same time, I'm in jail. I'm still sending help to you. My mom and them, they taking care of everything, but you still on a selfish mode.
That's a good conversation there on there.
Can I tell you? Because you
send me some videos.
You want something that's so
accept my friend list too, so I can.
Already did okay. You saying something that's so solid, right? See, I believe in. First off, I don't have a religion. Let's get that understood. I have a relationship with God.
I tell people that, hey, I grew up in the Church of God in Christ, but there's some things that I need answers to. But I'm just like, I'm here about something. You know what I'm saying? I just know it's high power.
I'm sorry, but I wanted to clear this up though. But I read the word, I read the truth, right? So in the truth, it says a man is to love his wife unconditionally,
as he loves himself.
And okay, so therefore, if you was to, and God say you love unconditional, you know why? Because you can only love with the God. See, a woman can't love unconditional because a woman is so emotional. They so many conditions with their feelings. They might, one minute I might love you, the next minute I can't stand nothing about you.
Listen, but I wrote a poem about that. I told my baby mama, listen, your love has always got conditions. Mine is unconditional. You feel me? No matter what you go through, I'm still love you. I'm gonna still be able to work this shit out. But y'all put, I don't want you if you do this. I don't want you if you do that. I don't want to.
Let me drop a
they love under conditions, bro. They put them conditions on you real quick, man.
Let me drop a bombshell on you real quick.
Okay.
It's between a woman and a wife.
Exactly. A big difference.
Now a wife don't love unconditionally.
Yes. Hey, that's a good point, brother.
She gonna love unconditionally. You know how I know? Because she put her life on the line to bring your seed forth.
Exactly. And
she put her life. Hear me. She literally put her life on the line.
For real.
Because giving birth ain't no joke.
Hell no, I'm glad I'm not no woman, cuz.
Nah, she put her life on the line to bring your seed in the natural world.
Yes.
What we as kings have to do is cultivate our wives so that they can put their life on the line to also bring our vision forth.
Exactly.
That's a help me.
Exactly.
Right. That's a help me.
And now let's touch into this because you said something that's so relevant, right? You say, are they wives or women? Okay, the word of God say a man findeth a wife. You find a good thing. Right. So you got to go out and search. How do you know? You only get is what you're searching for. See, when I was in the world, I was in the worldly manner, so I like the worldly things.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? But when I became one with God, I didn't know how to be a father, so I had to go to a father. See, God told me he loved me unconditional. God told me to quit prostituting myself, bro. I swear to God. Reading Hosea. And in Hosea, it talks about this king that God made continue to go marry this prostitute. Right. See, and at the time I was in prison, I was dealing with, man, am I going people just want to know what I can ask? God saying, hey, just follow me.
Hey, but look though, like check this out though, Brian, because what you said was a real point. I like what you said, bro. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like how you said, we found God first because he showed us how to be the king for the queen.
Exactly.
And secondly, the thing I had to realize too, being in a broken relationship, toxic situation in my life before with the woman, the thing is this, bro, you have to build yourself up and be the person that you want to be with. Like the things that you are is what you're going to attract. You know what I'm saying? So who you are is who you're going to attract. So I had to purify myself in that way, allow God to come in me. I had to allow those growth spurts within myself that I needed, areas I need to check on to get right. Because a lot of times you got guys like us, we be like, man, I want me a hood chick. I want a chick that's like this and this. And then that's what you going to get because you forget that this same hood chick that you expect to have your back, that you expect to ride for you, and when it come down to the street shit, she gonna have your back. She gonna snap on you the same way when she mad, like she would do at niggas and females in the streets. So what you ask for is what you got.
She's not going to love unconditionally. She's
Right.
gonna put conditions on it.
Right.
And the condition is going to be the hood.
The hood. Right.
She a hood chick.
Right. She a hood. There you go. So you know. So you get where I'm going with it. What we chose the whole time, like, let me say this real quick.
Okay.
The sad part is, like, when you say, like, damn, do you hate yourself, black man? Because the way you downgrading the black women, man, I don't mess with black women. I only mess with snow bunnies or this type of chick. You know what I mean? Like,
hood chick.
Like, the black woman is not beautiful. Like, if she's not beautiful, but check this though. You were looking for a specific type of woman at that time, and that's what you got. The same type of woman that you try to find value in women outside of your culture and your race is there too, but you wasn't looking for that. So that was on us because we chose those type of chicks. It wasn't on them because they were there the whole time.
You know why you chose a hood chick? You know why we chose a hood chick? Because I was a hood nigga.
That's what it was. And we was doing hood shit.
When I
You know what I'm saying?
king,
Right? Yeah.
I had to either one or two things. I had to transition her from the hood to the kingdom.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's what I did. Or I had to leave her in the hood. And
I need that queen, bro.
Because
I need that queen.
We want the same thing that we came from and hope they. We know how to get about.
Can I get a second, like 5 seconds? 5 seconds. Okay. It says this. Let's get biblical, right? Because y'all touched on this last week, but you say, okay, we are made in an image of God. First and foremost, when we was created in the image of God. So therefore, you can't achieve greatness. You got to just believe it.
Correct.
So when God made Adam, because God created Adam, Adam walked with God. Every day, I'm walking with God. But God say, man, it's something about my friend. It ain't making him whole. So he created the woman from Adam. And when they we ain't talking about the fruit, right? Because this is where Adam messed up. Instead of Adam taking the responsibility like most men of our era, our generation, Adam pointed blame. But God didn't give you that. God gave that to you. Why? Because you the man. Nothing happens in my household without my allowance. Right. You know, if I don't know what I'm looking for, then I let all kind of different spirits and things to transpire where I'm supposed to provide and protect. Because I don't know how to be a man. You can't be a man without God. Because you ain't going to have the ability to love unconditionally.
Right. Because love is like from a Hebrew standpoint, from our cultural standpoint, love is ahava, right? It's not like
my bad, fellas.
It's ahaba or ahava. It's not like the Greeks. The Greeks got 5, 6, 7 definitions of love. It's very abstract. In our culture, we're very concrete. Love is are you gonna sacrifice yourself for your house?
Man,
period.
Man. Right.
Right. We preach it all the time.
That's front line shit. That's front line shit. That's front line shit.
Sacrifice. See, one thing is a woman, and I ain't say women, some people, they'll go broke for their hair, their nails. They don't know how to sacrifice. You know, if you can't do it triple, you don't need to do it. So sacrifice is love, and a lot of people don't have it. That's why it's no love, because it's like, damn, you don't want to sacrifice that. And half the time in the world, we are sacrificing a lot of things because we really understand what sacrifice is. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, because I know I sacrifice a whole lot, and I be like, I ain't tripping though. Yeah, and I don't trip on it. And then you look over here, and this woman, she don't want to sacrifice the smallest thing, and you be like, how do you expect to grow?
Proverbs 31 tells us it all, though. Proverbs 31, it talks about a virtuous woman. See, it's the man. See, you can have the same woman, cuz when she with me, she's ratchet city, hood city, whatever. But she gets with you, a man that's carrying himself as a man, responsible, taking care of his responsibility.
Come on, Brian. Come on, Brian. Come on with it. Come on.
Why? Because the leadership, you're only as powerful as your influence. If I know my household, if I know Joshua says, as far as me and my household, we go serve the Lord. See, when my kids, my girl, they get up, they no matter what time of the day, they gonna see me spending time with God. Right. They gonna see when the world stresses me out, I'm going to God. I'm not running to the internet, I'm not running to my partners, I'm running to God because it's only God that's gonna allow me to do what I do to take care of home. And when I run to God, I get along with myself. See, sometimes you got to talk to yourself to calm down the matter. See, this brother here, I remember a couple years ago, him and Regis made me understand, Brian, they made me understand, start thinking about brand. See, when you start thinking about your brand, you start thinking about your legacy. If I don't leave my kids $1 million, I want to leave my kids with one thing, a relationship with God. Because that relationship with God is going to take them further than the money, all the money in China. That relationship with God is going to take you when times get hard and your money can't do nothing for you. That God is going to get you through that.
Hey, let me ask you something, Brandon. Brandon, let me ask you something.
Open that door when they say, Brian, you ain't gonna never get out the penitentiary.
Brian, look, check it out. Now, I heard what you said, but you know what I'm saying? Because it kind of make you question. You know, we always say you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But would you say that it take a certain type of dude to make that hoe get right?
Yep.
Like, I mean, you know, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, but if you think about what you're saying, like, it's a certain type of man that a woman gonna follow.
I'm gonna say this.
You know what I'm saying? Every man can't lead. So what do you think? Who can answer that question and give me a good, you know what I'm saying?
I will. Go ahead.
Okay, come on with it, Mike.
He said the 2 are 1, so if she a hoe, you a hoe.
Exactly.
Real talk, if she a hoe, you a hoe.
I need to ask this. So, and this honest to God truth, I asked my friend, my homegirls, and I asked myself this: what is a hoe? What is a hoe?
I know exactly what it is.
Anybody that don't disrespect them is a hoe. Is somebody that don't disrespect themselves. If that's the case, everybody in the world is a hoe.
Oh, go ahead.
I heard Tony Evans put it as your woman is a reflection of your obedience to God.
That's right.
Amen.
100%.
Amen. Amen.
And in my opinion, this is what a prostitute, because a hoe is a prostitute. That's what a hoe is. Right?
Okay.
Is she going to sell out spiritually? Is she going to sell out on you emotionally? Is she going to sell out or step out on you physically? You know what I'm saying? In those three areas, because that's what we are. If she gonna step out on you in any of those areas, then she would be considered a hoe. In my opinion.
Right.
Now, if she is faithful to you spiritually, mentally / emotionally, and then physically, then she can't be a hoe.
Right.
Hey, I love God, y'all. First and foremost, I love God, right? Yeah. So I remember I told you God told me to quit prostituting myself, right? So when God told me to quit prostituting myself, God took me to Job 31. And in Job 31:1, it say, I have made a covenant with God, so why must I look upon a woman? So therefore, it's integrity. What is the integrity behind the thing? Right. Because if that's the case, we are not even perfect with God. We prostitute ourselves every time we do something that's not of God. Guess what we're doing? We prostitute ourselves. God told me, Brian, quit prostituting yourself. I'm like, man, I'm not sleeping with everybody. Anytime you do something that's not of me, you're prostituting. Exactly. Bro.
That loyalty was gone. Lost that loyalty. It's about that loyalty, man.
Yeah. Diesel said, hoes never bother me. It's the dishonest hoes that bother me.
Tell me what you're here for.
Wow.
Don't tell me.
Right.
I'm looking for love, and she wants some
That's
money.
what understanding. Cause like,
how much that love.
you know when I got slept with the most women, my biggest line ever to women, I swear to God, this is a key to who I am. I don't make relationships. You'll be surprised how many females love that term because they don't want to be in a relationship either. Right. Yeah. So it's the understanding that this is what's going to happen because I'm not going to.
But again,
ain't no ties to be severed. Ain't no ties to be severed. They don't want no ties to nothing.
For real.
But we talking about, remember, let's keep it in context. Yeah. We talking about women, or are we talking about wives? Because it's different.
We talking about wives. Hey, look.
Guess what?
All of it play a part, though, Mike. It all play a part.
How I get a wife.
What?
Say that again, bro.
I said it all play a part, though. You know what I'm saying? Because people have to understand the difference. You know what I'm saying? Because in this process, in this journey of the ones of us who blessed to have a loyal woman and a wife, you know, thank God for that. You know, it's some people still on that journey trying to find that type of woman.
Remember,
so there, it got to be everything really kind of go full circle. You know what I'm saying?
Remember last week when I said when you point a finger, 3 point back at you?
Right.
So remember we said everybody can't be kings. You can't be a king without a kingdom. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't require what it takes to be a king, you don't measure up to that. So what are we when we're not kings?
Right.
If you're like, you have to, let's even take the king, the women, let's take all that, let's take integrity. Integrity is who you are when nobody's looking. Right?
That's it. Exactly.
So now let's bring it back to the women and the wives.
Right.
If a woman is a wife, she's going to even be that when nobody's looking.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's her mentality that makes her a wife. Not whether she has a man or doesn't, just like it's your mentality that makes you a king. And how you carry yourself in the king way.
Right.
That's all we're saying.
Right. And there's no king.
Hold on, I'm finna add you so we can get everybody in.
Yeah. And you cannot name me one king with a kingdom that don't got a wife.
Right.
You ain't gonna find one, because you know what the wife does? The function of the woman is to see. She sees what you can't see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So whenever you handling affairs on the inside, she's handling affairs on the outside.
Yes.
She looks over the kingdom and says, he ain't doing this, she ain't doing that.
Right.
This is well done, and this is not.
Yeah.
This is how these people are respecting you. These are not how these people are respecting you. See what I'm saying? That's the function of a king. That's a function of a wife or an Isha. Look, let me say this real quick. You got Ish in Hebrew is husband.
Right.
Isha is the wife. Ish is like the fire, right?
Right.
The woman surrounds the fire because Isha is like the bricks, the altar. You know what I'm saying? Right. Actually, it's reversed, because the woman is the fire. The father and the son are the stones. That's where you get Ab or Eben from. It's a stone, right? So all these stones build this altar, and then the woman is the fire. That's the sacrifice. You see what I'm saying? That's how because the two are one. He said, let us make man in our image. And then what did he make? Males and females.
Right.
So you can even be in the image of the Most High without a wife.
Let me ask you. Hey,
that's deep. That's real.
That, right? So
come on now.
Like what he just said,
that's real.
I don't read the Bible a lot. I don't say I didn't read it, but I don't read it a lot. I grew up in church. Things that I know, I just should be in my heart.
Because you are the word.
Yeah, that's it. So the thing is, I just tell people all the time, between heaven and hell, I just want to figure out who's the man, who's the woman. That's it. You feel me? Because I don't think it's two men. One thing I'm not gonna do is give my best friend half of my kingdom if I got a wife. You feel me?
Sure.
You're supposed to. I know. I'm just saying though. I'm just saying the figure of how they make us think. You feel me?
No, for real.
Because I think it is, if we both were built on purpose to be here as a man and a woman. You know what I'm saying? So however it happened, because I'm not gonna sit here and say how it happened. You feel me? Because I wasn't there. A lot of things I don't go about because everything we read somebody else wrote. You feel me? And
I think going back to what you're saying, like, if we stick to, a man and woman having purpose, right? But then knowing there's always adversity, objective, but this world, the system we're put in, we're not going to get on to the reason, but you have to know if you have a purpose, this system is to deny you of your purpose. So your purpose will make way for you. Your purpose will make a living for you.
That's why
your purpose. But hear me out. Your purpose will have you living well above your imagination. But it's easier for us to take a salary.
Amen.
So now we're talking about in a biblical principle, there's a circular world, there's people for God and there's people against God. We have to understand when we talk about the system, it's this system in America is to deny you of all your purpose. So
we all have a purpose and understand. Like I feel like some things in the world makes us go in a circle, revolve. We don't jump out that circle. You feel me? Because like even when you go to church, right? They don't even explain to you the powers that you really behold.
Real talk.
You feel me? Like the things you gotta understand is some of the powers I know behold, I'm scared of. You feel me? Because I just seen them, like, oh my God. You feel me? And then if you want to make me do it, it makes you go back to my dark place. Yeah. Because I know the power. And it's like sometimes I feel like the power is too strong for me because I need more knowledge of it. You feel me? And so I got more knowledge and more wisdom of it. I'm gonna study Tucky. You feel me?
So
go ahead.
Can I before you take it to? Hey, I don't do this. First and foremost, I don't do this, man. Like y'all know, I really don't. But I was reading my word the other day, and it came back to church. It say, because everybody asks me, why you don't preach in church? Because I'm not a church preacher. But it said, do not forsake the assembly of the brotherhood, right? And then also we read it say, iron sharpen iron. How do you know if you don't have brothers that you can go to and get the knowledge you need to endure your everyday lifestyle? You know what I'm saying? Because it say, man, John 15:13, there's no greater love than this, than the one that will lay down his life for a friend. Not physically, but man, let me take this time out to hear my brother out, because my brother might be going through something at their life or death moment. You know, so our people perish for the lack of knowledge. You might know something I don't know that might help me in my household, because a king only eat with kings. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Kings only eat with kings. Yeah. You know, when you have a kingdom,
you bridge the gaps.
Excuse me.
That's how you bridge the gap.
But even going back to what you're saying, that's why we're talking about Negro land. It's showing you that there's a kingdom in Judah and Negro land. Because even for me, finding that out caused me to read my Bible over. Because that Old Testament is all about how we got to this place that's on our physical map.
Correct.
Ties us to today. And then this physical map is slave coast, where we know slaves didn't come from everywhere. Why did slaves only come from there? You have to read the Old Testament to get that. Now, remember this system is against God, not you, but you are God's child. God don't have grandchildren. You know what I'm saying? So especially you as a black man, the system is against you. So now when you go back to that Old Testament, you figure out what were the things that you did or your ancestors did to make God, because God told you y'all are his cherished people. What are the things you did to make God punish you? And how did he punish you?
You was a hoe.
And when you was look, bro.
Straight up.
But no,
Straight up.
You was a hoe. No, not just a hoe.
Straight up.
Today, when you read the Old Testament, you figure out these niggas was lost in the wilderness because they was acting like niggas, not kings.
There you go. Yeah.
Not kings.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, nah, nigga, let me worship this.
Now, look, hey, let me tap in.
God's providing you manna. Nah,
let me tap in with you, fam.
Let me worship this.
Look, check it out. Check it out.
Nobody in earth ever been wise as Solomon, right? Nobody ever been wise as Solomon. What was Solomon's distractions? When this nigga had 1,000
women. 700 wives, 300 concubines. He had 700 wives, 300 concubines, man. King Solomon was a real player. 700 wives and 300 concubines. But my thing is this though, bro, because we kind of talked on it last time too, where we were saying that, like, you know, a queen, like a queen ain't gonna embrace a man as a king if he don't know he's a king, because he got to know himself that he a king, first of all. Second of all, if I don't know I'm a king, I'm not gonna know how to embrace a woman that is a queen. So it's vice versa, really. It go both ways. So that's the issue right there. I think is the problem is that
let me get this in.
Like we got a lot of cats running around here like niggas. You know what I'm saying? They ain't tapping into who they higher self. They more tapped into their lower self, so they don't even know how to embrace being a king, to where they can even know how to value a woman if she is that queen for them. You know what I'm saying?
Let me get back to, let me throw this in about Solomon. When we talk about Solomon's downfall, we have to talk about Solomon's uprise too. Remember, Solomon asked God for wisdom to lead his people.
Right.
And because he asked for that wisdom, it attract all them women. And Solomon was the first life coach when you read the Bible. And how much they paid him, it was great wages. But getting back to that, he prayed for wisdom to lead. So even as men, before we even worry about any type of females or what can happen with a female, we have to make sure we're praying for wisdom to lead, whether it's just our kids or just ourselves.
Exactly. I agree.
Here's Solomon's downfall. It wasn't the women. He prayed for wisdom to do what? Lead. He started letting the women lead him.
Ooh.
He started letting the women lead him.
Come on now. Come on, let's go.
So he was out of order. That's Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's Adam and Eve. It goes back to Adam and Eve. It's out of order. Yes, sir.
Okay, before
Solomon got that tender dick.
It was David seen this female. He like, man, I got to have this woman. When he got it, right? Okay, let's go to Job. This is how Job is so important in the Bible, y'all. People overlook Job. This is why Job was different from Adam. Same person, different though. Job came to Job and said, man, why don't you just curse God and die?
Correct.
That nigga immediately, you foolish woman. He checked her right off the rip.
Right. That's what
you foolish
he was supposed to do.
See, when a man is a man, can't no woman tell me how to be a man, because I can't tell no woman how. I got a dick, brother. I don't know how to be fucked.
Right.
What's so fucked up about life, though, right? They try to teach you not to be like that, right? We supposed to be woo, 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 and be so mellow, but you have to check shit.
Hell yeah.
When you check shit, that's when they start listening.
That's what we doing.
A lot of times when I used to be just a nonchalant motherfucker, right? Like, I ain't care. Like, when women is what it is, you feel me? But once they start having me fucked up,
for real.
That's when it be real. So it becomes real. Like, okay, you want to fuck around and find out. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times women don't understand that sometimes as men, we work so hard that we lack the get on the ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Because we let it bypass. Bitch, I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Let that shit slide too much.
To have to get on your ass real quick, because I should have to, because common sense should be hitting in, and common sense ain't common. So the thing is, once you stand up and grab your nuts, that's when they get scared. So now when they get scared, that's when all the little false shit come with women. Yeah. Like you're aggressive, you ain't beat them, but they feel like they've been beat. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's so good.
Because your presence alone,
I'm a man now. When I walk in with so much confidence, and you understand that I just can't talk to this man any kind of way, they shut up. They bow down. You know what I'm saying? They back the fuck up.
And just like it's a difference between a woman and a wife. Yeah. Come on now, y'all know where I'm going. It's a difference between a man and a husband.
Hey, because ask yourself this. When you look in the mirror tonight, when you look in
Let's
the mirror,
go, Mike.
Don't do it. Let's go. When you look in the mirror tonight, ask yourself this: am I ready to be a husband? No. Hey, I already know. Hold on. Artists, hold on. Not just that. What I ask myself, this is things I ask myself. Am I showing my boys an example of what a man is? Because I don't make excuses, cuz. I never let, no matter what comes up against me, my kids will never see me making an excuse because that was instilled in me as a boy. You train up a child, but sometimes you gotta be real with yourself. See, when my girl, when we was going through our problems in the relationship, see, it was a lot of times she was just telling me things that I need to change about myself that'll make me a better man.
Hey, you was a better man for her.
No, I was a better man for me. Because you got to choose. The choice is yours. I don't have to listen to a damn thing nobody say. But when it becomes relevant, when it becomes, see, James Brown said it's a man's world, but behind every good man there's a woman. See, it is that woman that'll change a man, and this is a man that'll change a woman. They're interchangeable.
That's the two or one.
God say, how can two, I'm going after this. How can two walk together unless they agree? We choose to make this relationship work. It's too easy to quit. You can go to the military right now, right? Before they send you to war, well, guess what? You're going to basic training. How do I know you wear battle test? Well, how do I know you're my battle buddy if we're not battle tested?
Right. That's what a marriage is. So when you take the 2 and 1, you taking a stone. Yes. You're taking 2 stones, and you got to make them 1 stone. How you do that?
Right.
How you do
right.
that? In the fire.
Yeah.
In the fire.
Yeah. Let me say this. Let me say this though. Let me say this. This is what I found, man, in relationships, man. When you got, like what we talked about earlier, how Solomon messed up and he let the woman start leading him, right? He let those women start leading him because he let that woman start walking in front of him. He started walking behind the woman. He started walking behind the woman. And then so check it out. Then you got the situation where you got the man who can't really get in relation with his woman when it comes to like the right positive connectivity because it's his way or the highway, that type of thing. And that's what a misunderstanding come in at, because you're going to do it my way, get in there and cook, do this. And that's the misunderstanding of it. She has to be able to have a voice too, but she has to understand that your voice is louder than hers. Now, if the woman walking behind you, that's you leading her, but you leading her in the presence of my way or the highway. Now, if you gonna really connect on the level to where y'all gonna grow together, that woman gotta walk beside you, because the woman was pulled from your side in the first place. Right. You see what I'm saying? Right. You see where I'm going with that? Yeah. She came from your rib. She got to walk beside you, bro. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's right. As your partner. If you got her behind you, that's that type of, hey, you do what I say, get back there. And then if she walking in front of you, she leading you, so that's wrong too. So the right way is really walking beside each other. You know what I'm saying? In a partnership. Because that's what God pulled from your rib anyway. You see what I'm saying? And that's where a lot of guys get it messed up at, bro. You know what I mean?
But you're talking about, again, you're talking about a woman and a wife. Or the wife is the rib.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A woman is a distraction.
Yes, sir. 100%. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I agree. I agree.
Will keep you on track.
There you
go.
Will
get you distracted.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, it's so simple as this, right? It's so simple, right? A man naturally is a leader. Naturally, that you can't. A man is naturally a leader, right?
Right.
A woman is naturally a follower, right?
Right.
So, in order for a man to be a leader, a man must first learn to do one thing. And what is that? Follow.
You got to submit. Right. It's the same thing.
Hey, it's the same thing, right? So, in order for a woman to see that she has someone to follow, you have to show her. Not you, because it's not about you. Remember, it's never about you. It's always about God.
You gotta follow God first.
Not by what you do, but how you carry your character.
Right.
Because a person will always show you who they are versus what they tell you.
I'm gonna land back on that. Here's a major key, right? The woman sees on the outside. She don't see on the inside.
Exactly.
She can see the Most High like you can see the Most High.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Here's the challenge for all of us. What man am I submitting to? In my life? Not the Most High. We're talking about who the Most High sent in my life as a mentor, as a coach, as a leader, as a father, right? So that she can see what it looked like to submit to a man. That's what she needs to see on the outside. And then she'll receive it on the inside. Because she's going to see you doing it, the leader. And she's going to follow you. She's going to be like, the same way that man submit to that man is the same way I'm going to submit to this man.
Yeah. Okay. All right. There you go.
I think.
Okay.
You still believe in marriage?
Yes.
I still believe in marriage.
I believe in marriage.
Chris, you believe in marriage? And everybody else is married.
I believe in it.
But I want to say that's why I know for Justin and myself, that's why we're quiet on the situation. Yeah, I do. But we have guys here telling us how to get to the finish line, how to get there. As single men looking forward to get to marriage, there's nothing I can add to this conversation, really. You know, I can listen to y'all and see how to get there. But that's also the same thing we're asking. We're showing you we're submitting to these men or being mentored by these men that are where we want to be. Or if we want to talk about having a destiny, you know, without no destiny, there's no destination. You know, if the destination is marriage, let me be somebody that's got there, because I'm trying to get there. You know?
That's just order though. You know, man, growing up, I always listen to the older cats. You know what I'm saying? Whether I know what they talking about or not, I'll always listen to the example they show. You know what I'm saying? I seen men taking care of home life, even though I'm in the streets.
Right.
These men that I'm seeing there are in the streets.
Right.
So by me seeing this, I always had a foundation because my mom and my pops was married 32 years before my mom died. So I seen a man marry my mom. So that's why with my first ex-wife, the reason I'm not with her because I was in prison. But she's a good woman. She was the woman that God had placed in my life. I just wasn't ready. You know, so my fiance now, I know how to be that man. You know, I know the duty that comes with being a man. And I know the outline, but I lack the faith. See, you were talking about fear earlier. I had so much fear that I couldn't show because all they seen was pride. Not saying the reason I was pride and arrogant because everything I always wanted, I went and got it. Right. But when I turned 40, God said, "You did it your way. Now it's time for you to trust me to do 40 more."
40 is a powerful number 2. That's a shift. That's a transition. That's a
perspective on the mind.
Yeah, 100%.
Once you're 41, I think it's when it kicks in.
But
40, it started coming.
It's all
41st birthday, my whole life is starting to change.
If you change your mind,
mine is 10 days. 44.
See, that's a blessing. Once you change your mind, look, because that's on.
That's a powerful number too, man. 44.
This brother been trying to deal with me on certain things.
That's a powerful number, bro. That's how old I am.
God haven't cultivated the land yet.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna show you just real quick, right? Go ahead. Check this out. So if you look at the order, because the Most High gonna show us the order. He put Adam in his purpose, in the garden, right? To do what?
Right.
To work. So once he started working, you see what I'm saying? You'll see that, hey, look, the Most High said, I need to bring him his woman. See, so even though it say he who find a wife, really, you find her by finding you.
Exactly.
Yes. Whoa, that's deep. I like that one. I like that one. Yeah. Yeah, because, hey, listen, the work, look, check it out, Mike. Check it out. The work is representative of self.
Come on now.
The work is representative of self, bro. I like that.
So real. Listen, when I moved to Killeen, right, I just got out of my relationship. The main thing that I did was find myself. I used to go in the room, the lights when I got home. Nothing else, just me and God. You know,
right. Chris, a great storyteller.
And once I found me, start feeling better. And once I found me and started feeling better, here comes the motherfuckers that make my motherfucking life miserable.
Come on.
They trying to grow up.
They're supposed to come.
And then when they come in though, they still false to me because you're trying to work on yourself. Instead of telling me work on yourself, don't tell me work on yourself, just work on yourself.
Right.
Don't tell me who you're gonna make me know. That means you're not
trying to force me.
Yeah, you're trying to force me. Because I'm not trying to force nothing no more.
I'm scared. You don't force me. I'm
getting away. I get scared because I don't have to force no more. Once I start loving myself and understood that I was top shelf, you know what I'm saying? And if you want to be top shelf, you got to come up here where I'm at. I'm not crawling back down no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm crawling back down to get the Taco vodka, then we don't need there. You can go to top shelf. You feel me? And I'm staying here. Come on, you can come up. While I'm telling myself down.
But listen though, let me tap in with him on that. Let me tap in with him on that because I feel him.
Because a lot of times out here as a man, right? When you become a man or king, right? You show these women the top shelf. You don't dumb yourself down. Like, oh, I don't want you.
Right.
Take them where you go. You either gonna come, but half of them can't be up there. And they're going to trickle down, and you're going to see them. Because then they want you to trickle down. I'm not going to trickle down. And then I'm not going to be one steady holding you up here, and you ain't adding on to me. You know what I'm saying? Because most of them don't add on no more. They just hold on right there. You got a tip that you can stay on. So that's what's so hard about deciphering between a woman and a wife, right? Because I'm saying, when I'm single, right, it's just like I feel like when Solomon moves out there and he got them concubines, he felt like, oh, them ain't going to be wives, they're going to be concubines, I'm married these motherfuckers.
Come on now.
So that's how you go, because I feel like this. And a lot of our ways as men, we never left the woman half the time. Half the time they left us, right? Because they thought it was going on better and bigger. So how do we go wrong anywhere? If we have
that's kind of true. That's real.
Concubines, as long as we take care of it. Right? So as you leave us, we still not in the wrong. You know what I'm saying? You left. You tried this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because half the time with me, I've never left a woman because I got comfortable and I can understand where I'm going. And if you're gonna come, you're gonna come. If you're not, you're not.
We team.
Yeah. Okay. So,
hey, let me add on to that. Let me add on to you, brother, because I heard something you said, and it's kind of like going back to what Mike was saying as well, man. And I think like with the work part, I feel like that work is representative of when he said Adam. He put Adam here to work, and then later on he made the woman for Adam, his wife, to come help him with his work. So I look at that as representative of like, okay, the man that worked on himself, he got himself strong, but it be sometimes in situations where a nigga might slip up and be like, damn, I'm falling off track. And that woman, she there to nudge you, nah, baby, you got this, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? Because every king that's great got a great woman behind him too. You know what I'm saying? He got that great woman behind him to help him with his work. But your work is yourself. You getting yourself right. Your work is you getting on your level, and she just gonna help you stay there. If you start slipping, you might slip one day, and she might be like, "No, baby, you got this. What you talking about? Y'all get back on that." You know what I'm saying? But that's the wife that's gonna do that. That's the wife that's gonna do that. So when you get to that certain level, like he said,
what's the now we're talking about work. We're talking about working now, right? What's the difference between job and work?
Say it again. Say it again. Say that again.
Job is temporary.
Job is
say it again.
Job is what I do to provide for my home. My work is on.
Your work is who you are, bro. Your work is who you are, man.
When you begin to work, God begins to bless you in ways that you don't even know they blessings. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you're working it for the kingdom. And I'm a servant at all times. I don't care if it's 3 o'clock in the morning and somebody call Brian King, they know I'm going to sit there and listen. Why? Not because I have to. It's because I choose to, because of what God has done for me in my life. See, we all are called to be ministers. All a minister is to tell the good news of God. What have God did for you today? He woke your fool ass up and you can't even tell God, thank you.
Right.
Here, let me build on that real quick. Because where did the Messiah say the kingdom was? Inside.
It's in you, bro.
The kingdom is not in Negro land. The kingdom is not in Africa.
It's in you.
Not in the East. The kingdom
it's
is not
in you.
In the West. The kingdom is inside of you. So if I'm building the kingdom, what am I building? I'm building
the attributes of yourself.
That's right. I'm doing the inner work.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
See, I can do without this, so I can just take this off and put it over here.
Because your outside, here's my last thought. The outside, your outside is a reflection of your inside. Yes. If I want to change my outside and build my outside, I gotta change my inside and build my inside. Yeah. That's what she gonna help you with. Because what you just said was, I'm tripping, I'm falling short, I'm failing. She's gonna come to you and say, you are greatness. Manifest in the earth.
She's gonna pour it to you. She's gonna pour it to you.
Listen, I told my ex that I was tired.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Okay, come on, baby, come on.
When I do something and I was doing it, I never heard her tell me, hey, whoa. So guess what? I thought I was doing it wrong because I'm trying to build my kingdom. This motherfucker ain't getting to what I'm getting and telling me, hey, you're doing a good job, hey, woo. All you worries about the money that's coming in.
Okay, that's why I asked you this. All of us men right here under my voice, right? It's only one thing a man really look for a woman for. Yeah. Nope. All a man want a woman for is to believe in them. That's why we love our mothers so much. Because no matter what she is, your mom,
come on now, Brian. Come on, bro.
Woman believe in
okay.
Right now, baby, you can move the house. Guess what? I'm gonna pack this motherfucker up and move it.
They don't believe in you.
If you don't believe in you,
you're one. They don't make you one.
So you can't fulfill your purpose.
So you're right. Hey, look, when you say you rock need fire, it's only getting sparks. They just stay together. You don't get a fire.
But look, if you take away the Bible from all these as the basic instructions before living, okay, there's a difference between a wife and a woman. Knowing that. But what does the Bible say a woman does? It said tear down her own house with her mouth.
Right.
And who's the house? Who's the foundation of the house?
You are.
You, the man. That's what I do.
Right.
That's what I've been, or Abba, right? It's two letters in the Hebrew. It's Aleph, which is the strong ox, it's the leader, and then it's the bot, or the bet, it's the house. The leader of the house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Is the father,
Come on.
is the father.
So,
So
life took us out of it. Life took us a lot of us out of it.
Again, remember, if it's the basic instructions before leaving
Earth,
if we take away the religion, all the religious stuff,
I don't even worry about the most of the time.
If the Bible is the basic instructions before leaving Earth, right? The Bible's going to tell you this system is to take you away from me. So as we sit here, we're the kids that pop the video game in and just play. We won't even take time to read the instruction book where it allows us to be more abundant. It allows us to be more prosperous. And this is all the thing the Bible is saying it to do. Hey, bro, you read me and don't turn to the left or to the right.
Don't turn to the right,
You're going to be prosperous. You're going to be abundant, not only in whatever you do, but wherever you go.
Right.
But we don't read this, and we're moving out of alignment. And we don't understand that a lot, 99.9%, no, hold on, 99.9% of the things we're facing in our lives is because we're moving out of alignment and we don't know. We want the things that come with being in alignment brings. If you're operating out of alignment and expecting these things to come to you, you're all the way out of alignment.
Hey, you know, God just gave me this, right? You married right now?
Yeah.
Okay, you married right now?
Yeah.
Okay, watch this. When you change this about yourself, God, is this what God brought you? Your wife, right? I don't need to worry about the wife part. Let me correct me and because that's what's wrong with men today. Where we focus too much on the woman. Fuck the woman, girl. You got to, God said you must hate your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your wife. You got to hate these things. And put me first.
Right.
Pick up your cross, because guess what? When I start my day, before I talk to anybody, you know what I do? Before I even brush my teeth, I spend that time with God.
Got you.
Because it's that time with God that's going to prepare you for the wealth that's coming with this day.
Right.
You know
and I'm gonna land back on that. This is how simple he told you. Adam said, "Oh snap, that's flesh of my flesh,
bone of my bone."
That's bone of my bone, man.
Yeah.
Woman, but it's wife, Isha. She'll be called Isha because she came from me.
She's a part of
me.
So even before she was here in the physical world,
she was a part of me.
She in me. She not out here. She's in me.
Turn up, turn up, baby. Yeah. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, you know, everything happened in the spiritual world. Jesus said, man, it's a must that I leave now so I can see the Holy Spirit. Translate it to the physical. Okay, I'm going to leave right now so I can tell you a helpmate. See, a helpmate is when the times get hard. Baby, it's 31 days in a month. Just let me get 3 days to lay my head in your body. See, it says Samson went and looked for a wife. I mean, a woman that he could just rest his head. See, all I need to do is let me rest my head for a minute, baby, so I can get some rest, not sleep.
Be my freedom from this world.
You sleep yourself. You force yourself to go to sleep. Drugs, women, liquor, whatever you going for. When you get rest, you know I got somebody beside me that I can rest and take my eyes off the world.
I'm always laying back off of you because that's just how aligned it is. He put Adam to sleep.
He didn't say rest.
He put him to sleep. He said this. He put him to sleep.
Man.
I don't need you choosing your wife with your eyes.
Thank you.
I need to choose
your wife with your body.
Yeah.
I need your wife. Your wife is gonna be whoever you are on the inside.
And that's it.
Man, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, Mike.
Damn, I'm naked. It say David got naked before God. David danced out his clothes before God when he knew he sinned against God. Right. Because it's a part of the inner you. Like a woman is only the reflection of you, man.
That's why look. Whenever this is why it's important to understand the culture. Because it's more than just the Bible, it's more than just law, it's culture. When the priests would go into the temple, the first thing they would have to do is they would wash their hands in the water. It said, wash your woman with the water of your word, of the word. You see what I'm saying?
Of the word,
the Most High is washing us. The same way that we wash
them. We have to wash them. Right. Come on now. Come on now.
And then
now let me say this. Let me say this too. Yes, sir. Mirror image. Yes, sir.
Your woman/wife is a reflection
of yourself. Yes, sir. Let me say this, man, because he said something. Brian said something that was so deep a while ago. He said he unclothed himself, right? He was naked, right? But see, when you look at it from a parabolic perspective, being naked in God's eyes is being completely open to God, man. Being completely open to God. You got to allow yourself to be naked in him when it comes to your spirituality with him and your connection with him. Be completely open with him, because that's when he going to pour into you the most. That's when he gonna pour into you the most. That's why you think, like, you know, when you say a person be naked and they be trying to cover themselves up, or you walk in a room and a woman like, oh no, I ain't got no clothes on, and they jump and try to cover themselves up like that, because that's sacred. I'm not finna open myself up to you like that if you ain't the one that's gonna pour into me. You see what I'm saying? So that's representative of that nakedness, is representative of being completely open. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. We got to wrap it up in 5 minutes.
Okay, my last thing, right? This, and I swear I ain't saying nothing after this. You know how you know she becomes your wife? You know how you know she becomes the woman for you? When you pray for her. When you begin to pray for her, then
I guess I'll leave in my crib. I'll look at this, right?
Hey, but when it's that one, you're going to know, because the prayer becomes intimate.
I'm going to say this too, 100%, right?
That's real. That's real.
Real, right? And look at our, if you believe that we the children, we the chosen, we Yaakov, we Jacob, we Israel, right?
Right.
Jacob sacrificed 14 years of his life
Right.
for a woman.
For real, man. For real.
He sacrificed the first 7 for the wrong woman.
Come
on now.
on.
She had something wrong with her eye, too. She couldn't see.
Man.
Woo!
Come on now.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on.
I don't give a fuck how you look at
Come on, man. Come
But
on,
when you
man.
begin the woman you want, you're going to begin to court her. It's going to be a different level of tricky.
You're going to be willing to let
Right.
Man,
Right.
fuck these other women. I want you, baby. Let me leave this alone.
Hey, you gonna do everything you said you wouldn't do for that for that certain woman that you said you would never do for a female, for that one when you know it's her, bro. And you gonna know it's her. And you gonna know. Yeah.
I'm gonna commit murder on the
Yeah. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Come on.
And God still say, man, this is a man after my own heart.
Come on now.
Because David said, I hide your word in my heart.
Because the Most High will kill behind you. He will
I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. Behind
Hey, y'all.
God said, I'm a jealous.
We'll be back next Wednesday. As always, y'all. Crown come.
You already know. Wisdom.
Last words.
That was my last word. Yeah,
That's mine too. I'm done.
All right. I end it. Go ahead, Chris.
I don't know. Love yourself. That's all I'm saying.
Love yourself.
My last word is just
Brian.
this is what I've been missing in my life. Like men, like men with wisdom. I haven't had role models in my life like that. So this is what I've been needing. That's why I've been quiet, soaking everything in. Because it's just touching. It's what I need.
So next Wednesday,
Already.
later in the day, but we're gonna keep the circle. Make sure you come back.
Yeah. Appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate everybody tapping in. Brian, man, it's good to see you, man. I've been ready to get you. I've been wanting to get you on the Tapped In podcast, man. But I was trying to build that structure first. Cause I remember we was just talking on the level like this at first. You know what I'm saying? But it's good to be able to tap in with you, to tap in with all y'all, bro.
Man.
For real.
You know,
For real.
You still got a lot of stuff in the work in the making, man. We finna start holding things like this where men can come together and just be men. You know what I'm saying?
And this is what we need. This is the building process. We need
you got to heal, bro. In order to be the man you need to be, you got to heal. And how you heal?
Right.
Iron sharp iron. I gotta confess my sins to one another. I need
my
brothers so I can be the man I need to be. To be the king I need to be, I need my brothers.
Right. Already.
Go ahead, Corey.
Already.
Another
episode of Wisdom Wednesday, baby.
Last thought. Go ahead, Corey. Last thought.
Man, you know, y'all stay tapped in, man. You know what I'm saying? Stay connected to God. Stay connected to yourselves, man. You know what I'm saying? We keep growing as men, developing as men, man. This is what we need. This is the representation that we have to have for the younger generation of young boys, man, so they can know what men's supposed to do. This is the climax of the climax of building, bro. And this is what we need, bro.
All right, I'm gonna give you closing thoughts, and I'm gonna close it out. My closing thoughts for the men looking like myself. Hey man, stay in purpose, right? Because if you stay in purpose, she has to be around your purpose to find you. And
right.
When she comes around your purpose to find you, it's gonna help release some of her insecurities. When she don't know what you're doing, when you're away from her, she know you in her purpose. You know, she know if a woman's not around your purpose, you ain't even worried about her. And then she has to cater to helping you grow in your purpose. You know?
Right.
So now, hey, y'all, prosperity innovators, y'all. Look, prosperous thoughts, innovative thoughts. Protect your crown conscious people at all times.
Right.
Thought, what goes in your mind. Protect what comes out of your mind. And as always, be great on purpose. Peace. Hey,
Peace.
love y'all. Love y'all, people. Love you, bro. Love y'all.
One.